I'm starting your Instagram.
Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, the owner of Lincoln Lending Group right here in Tampa Bay for 23 years. Joined by his incredible co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara & Associates, Tampa's top real estate company. Together, they have helped finance and close nearly $1 billion of real estate every year. If you're looking for local mortgage or real estate advice, the Business Happy Hour team has been right here on News Radio WFLA for over a decade. Listen right here or find us on the Business Happy Hour YouTube channel or follow us on Instagram at Frank the Bank Cotto. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious mortgage, real estate, and business talk with two of Tampa's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank and Senia.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour, your number one show for all things business and entrepreneurial. I am your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, owner of Lincoln Lending Group, 813mortgage.com, and all kinds of other things. You can find us at contactfrankthebank.com. Today is our Christmas episode. I know last week we said it, but this is our real one. If you're watching Instagram or Facebook, send good morning and Merry Christmas.
Good morning. Merry
Yes.
Christmas. Oh, man, it's almost here.
It is almost
But you know
here.
what? On our next episode,
What?
and even when our listeners hear this on the radio, I think I'm just going to be a lot more, thank goodness that's done.
Oh, my God, the stress. So the question is, are you done? Are you ready? Are you leaving here and
I'm
going
exhausted.
shopping? Exhausted, right?
You know, and it hasn't even been Christmas time, and I still got to do all the wrapping. My closet is full of stuff. But yes, I'm excited to just have the Christmas.
So not a lot of presents under the tree? Not a lot of things wrapped yet?
No, and you know what? We usually do that, and it fills up. But I know with my almost 4-year-old, those are going to get unwrapped, whether they're his or not. So we're waiting till the last minute.
Does he do that? Will he go down? Does he know what he's doing? Like, is he like, oh yeah, I'm
He
unwrapping
knows
my
presents.
presents? Oh
Yes.
yeah. So, but he knows it's his. Do you think or no?
No, he thinks everything is his.
Even better. So, did you ever do it as a kid? Did you ever unwrap any presents under the tree?
Oh, you know what? I did when I came to America.
Why? Before they would flog you?
Well, in Russia, no, because I grew up in Russia till I was about 9.
Wait, you didn't have Christmas in Russia?
Well, we do, but our Christmas celebration, like you guys do here, like the whole, Santa visiting,
Yeah.
that happens on New Year's Eve.
Is it Putin Claus?
Back then, it was not.
Back then
Then it
Claus?
was Gorbachev Claus.
Was it Gorbachev
yeah.
Claus? Oh man, that's awesome.
But yeah, no, and then, you get one gift.
No.
You're so excited for the one gift, some oranges, some candy. That was, oh my gosh.
Did I mess you up?
Something happened to my tripod. It was like,
It was me. I probably messed it up. Now that one, okay, the whole one gift thing. I was actually thinking about this the other day. I don't know if that's a Russian and American thing or if that's just a spoiled American thing. Because I don't know. I was talking to somebody and they're talking about, the kid was saying what he wants for Christmas. And it was one thing. And then somebody asked him like, well, what else do you want for Christmas? He goes, no, that's my gift. That's what I want. And I try to think back like growing up. I think for the most part, you asked for one thing when we were, at least that's kind of what I remember. One, maybe two things, and then you would get other stuff. Then Santa would surprise you with things and stuff like that. But I think it's gotten absurd these days with like the kids and the wish lists.
yeah, my 50-item Amazon wish list from my daughter.
That's what it is. Amazon literally perpetuates this, right? And they send these things out where kids fill out their wish list and they just click. Now, when you and I were younger, they had catalogs. You remember that? The magazines? Did that
I also
happen?
did not grow up with those, and I never got to ask for what I wanted. It was just, hey, you get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit, and hopefully you like it.
Well, we're getting a history lesson here. If you were in Russia, they didn't have catalogs for you to circle what you wanted. So that's what it was. It was magazines. It was like they came out with like the Toy Store magazine, like Toys R Us had a magazine. Do you remember Toys R Us?
Oh, well, when I came to the States, yes, I
Yes.
do.
Okay, good. All right. So they didn't have Toys R Us. They had Gorbachev R Us.
We did have a really cool toy store, but it was only in Moscow. I didn't live in Moscow at the time.
How far were you from Moscow?
A good ways.
four
I'm from
days?
the Arctic Circle. I'm probably like another 4 or 5 hours north of Moscow by plane.
Oh my God! Were you really that high up?
Really that high up? Yeah.
So did you like see Santa Claus leaving the North Pole? or no?
I mean, I like to think that I did, sure,
Yes.
amongst the Northern Lights and,
It could have been an ICBM. You know, I'm so messing with Sin today, but it is kind of fun to like talk about cultures and stuff because people don't realize that other parts of the world things are different. So you did kind of have a Santa Claus. You got one gift.
Yes, Dед Mороз,
What is it called?
Grandpa Frost.
Grandpa. Say that in Russian again.
Ded Moroz.
Dед Mороз.
Oh,
see?
very nice.
Dед Moroz. My pronunciation is Ded Moroz. So it was. What'd you call it again?
Father Frost.
Father Frost. Okay. And in the one gift thing, going back to that here in America, I just think we've gone overboard, with how many gifts kids get and these wish lists and it's like, where did you draw the line? I know last night I was looking at the list with my wife and I of kind of what the kids had asked for and what we got. Now my son and daughter both have birthdays in December. My son is Christmas Day. So yeah, I know, right? Everybody says it. They're like, ooh. But I'll tell you, I was January 6th. And I always felt like I am January 6th. I always felt like I got screwed. Like the family would come in town and they'd visit for Christmas and be like, here's your Christmas and birthday present. And I'd open up the same present that my brother got for just Christmas. Right? And I'm like, that's not how that works. My son, on the other hand, he actually loves it. He has not had a problem with it because when we wake up, it's Christmas. Whole day, it's Christmas. Sun goes down, it's Landon's birthday. And I think he likes that. And I think he also likes, and we people take very good care to make sure he gets two different gifts because it's on the same day. But I again think with these kids, I almost think there has to be some rules to this. We got to do something. It's too much. It's just,
It's too much. Last year, I mean, we got exhausted opening presents. Right. It took so long. Like we had to take a break. Like it was too much. Not that it's going to be different this year. We said it was going to be, but it's not looking like it.
Now, what's under your tree? Are you like us? Like there's presents, but they're not under the tree yet? Kind of thing? Right.
There's presents. They're hidden away. Hopefully the kids haven't found the hiding spots, but yes.
So I'm gonna ask you another question. I want to go back to opening gifts, but before I do that, here's an interesting question. Kids, close your ears. Does Santa wrap presents that he brings or not?
Yes.
He does. Okay. Santa wraps his presents. There has been a controversy in my family that Santa has changed his ways on occasion. Santa used to not wrap. And then Santa started rapping, and we thought, I know what is going on. Could it be that elves have more time on their hands these years? Could it be that certain years there was a shortage?
They got some like robots, elf robots, and they can handle a lot more.
Elon, are you the reason that the presents are wrapped now? I don't. James, when Santa brought your presents, were they wrapped or unwrapped?
Always wrapped. Horribly, but wrapped.
Always wrapped. So Santa's good at delivery, not so good at wrapping. Okay, so wrapped. Wow, that's
for my little one. I think that's the most exciting part, actually. More than the gift itself is actually tearing off the paper and taking stuff out. That's the excitement.
Man, this is a great poll. I'm going to put this on Facebook later today. Wrapped or unwrapped are the Santa's
Do you
gifts.
not wrap yours?
They started out not wrapped, and Santa now, when Santa goes to my mom's house, Nani's house, he wraps the presents. But when he comes to our house, a lot of times he doesn't. He just throws them on the floor, like right by the chimney.
So we got different Santa Clauses, I guess, going to different homes.
Yeah, I think Santa just knows what we like. So let's go back to unwrapping our own gifts. I remember I love surprises. I know you like surprises, right? So I didn't really want to know. But there was one Christmas, and I wish I could remember how old I was. I want to say I was probably 10. And do you remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Mm-hmm. Okay, so kids now, they're like, yeah, we know the Turtles. No, kids, you don't know the Turtles. They came out when we were kids, not when you were kids, just like everything else, okay? And the slime. The Turtles had that mutant ooze that would turn you into a turtle and stuff, a Ninja Turtle. Well, they sold the slime. They probably don't sell it today, probably because it killed us. Who knows? It was probably made of lead or something. But all I asked for, all I really wanted was a jar of that slime. And my mom didn't want to get me that slime because she knew it was going to wreck the house because she knew what it was going to do with it. But I found what I thought was the slime under the tree. And I didn't unwrap it all the way. I just kind of made a hole, and then I was able to open the little lid with my two little fingers, and I was able to pull out little booger-sized pieces of the slime. So I was playing with the slime, little tiny pieces in my room, and she had no idea for like a week. Exactly like that stuff. And here's the best part. When Christmas came and I opened up, half my slime was dried up because I didn't close the thing back in there.
There you go, naughty.
I know,
Naughty Frank.
I'm like, Mom, I was like, the slime's ruined. I need some more slime. Anyway, and then I only have one more. I'm going to give a Christmas. Did you ever have a Christmas disappointment story? Did you ever ask for something and like it was the only thing you wanted and you didn't get it type thing?
No, because I mean, I was already older. You know what I mean? I wasn't used to that kind of thing where you ask for something and expect to get it.
Well, and if you did it in Russia and you got upset, they'd probably cut your finger off, right? She's laughing. Notice how she didn't say no. All right. Let me see your hands. All right, she has all 10. I was just checking. So
They're all there.
What the hell? I don't even know what I was going to say now. Oh, yeah, that's right. 1 year, and I was older, and I feel like a jerk about this, but I was probably like 14 or something, and that's when black lights were popular, and those you bought the posters at Spencer's. Do you remember any of this? And they lit up, right? Yep. And I had asked, I wanted a black light for my room, and I had asked all my friends and family or whatever. I said, get me posters, get me glow in the dark posters, whatever, and they got me all the posters. And I guess Santa or Santa Mom and Dad just ignored the fact that you needed a black light for the posters. And here comes Christmas morning. All little Frankie wanted is go downstairs and get his black light and turn it on with all the posters he had gotten. Guess who didn't have a black light? Frankie.
I could see that being disappointing. I'm sorry. You still think about it now.
I do. That's right. I'm gonna cry over this. And my mom called me right when I was going up on the stairs to go into the radio studio. I was like, sorry, Mom, I got to go on the air. So if you're listening, you scarred me. You did not get me that black light. But guess what? In college, I had more black lights than anybody in my room, and more jars filled with highlighter fluid. Did you do that?
No.
Oh, man. So I'm giving these kids all these ideas. Don't drink the jars with highlighter. It's probably not good for you. But I did destroy many highlighters to make the water inside the jar glow.
I never even heard about this.
Oh, there you go, kids. There's an easy tip for your kids. Buy a pack of highlighters, get a mason jar, drop the inside of the highlighter into the jar. It glows. Amazing. We're going to take a break here on the Business Happy Hour. Get it back with more Christmas stories from Frank the Bank and Cinia, and we might talk mortgages and real estate. Stay tuned. All right.
Okay.
Good. Let's do some more Christmas
fun.
Stories here. You got it. Should we
well,
talk?
my Christmas, I'm exhausted because Landon's birthday is on Christmas Day, which I could see. Okay, yours is after. My mom's was yesterday.
Oh God. Okay.
So I thought, hey, let's celebrate on Sunday this year just to kind of get a breather. Monday, because technically in Russia it was already her birthday Sunday.
Oh.
But we did both. So
Wait,
we
is she
did
here?
the whole big dinner. So yeah, she lives with me.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you when we get back. I want to know. Did you cook a Russian Christmas?
No.
I'm going to ask.
Well, we did go to a Russian restaurant, though, because after last year's huge party, which, yes, we cooked lots and lots of Russian food and had lots of Russian people over, and they get rowdy.
Yeah.
This year, it was, of course.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. All right, James, we're ready when you are, man. I'm going to share this over to Facebook real quick.
All the best mortgage or real estate advice from Tampa Bay's top experts. It's the Business Happy Hour with Frank the Bank Cotto and Cinia Kishina.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. This is our Christmas show. Now, if you're listening to the radio, then you know that's right. Then you know Christmas is over and you're picking up all the mess and all the wrapping paper, and hopefully you've kicked your family out. It's Sunday. You probably got to go back to work tomorrow, but don't worry. You got New Year's Eve coming up in just 3 days. Pull out that champagne you forgot to drink on Christmas Day and get ready, because we're about to be in 2026.
Yes, we are. And for me, that's a second Christmas. So after we do this Christmas, we still follow the tradition, and
what is that?
Still the gift expectation. We obviously don't go all out.
Okay.
But no, like New Year's Eve, we still do a little, commemorative gift for everybody.
Wait. You guys do New Year's Eve gift exchanging?
Well, yeah, because that's still Russian. That's how, Russian Christmas is actually, it's like the Orthodox calendar.
Okay.
So Russian Christmas is January 7th. That's why I say I get so exhausted, and I'm already exhausted this time of year. But our holidays feel to run up into January.
In the break, you told me your mom's birthday is a few days before Christmas.
It was yesterday. So,
It was
yes,
yesterday.
it's not much of a break. And this year we're like, hey, let's just do the dinner Sunday. We're not going to cook. We went out to eat. It was wonderful.
Wait, hold on. You said you went to a Russian restaurant?
Yes.
What is a Russian restaurant?
Well, there's Babushka's, and we actually haven't been to the Hyde Park location. So we're like, let's check that one out. And we had the best time.
What? Is it nice? Is it?
It actually is. Yeah. Like the other one's more like a little, traditional Russian cottage with the decor.
Yeah.
But this one feels a little bit more upscale. But service was awesome. Food was good. Like, this is the way to go when you don't have to do the cleanup or the cooking.
Yeah.
So we had fun.
If Nicole's listening, she's like, I'll go to a Russian restaurant before I will cook for the holidays. So what, babushkas?
Babushkas, yes.
Babushkas. What do you get at a Russian restaurant besides vodka?
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. I mean, of course, we had to have some caviar.
Oh.
So we did caviar. We got a little charcuterie board with some, the Russian kielbasa. That's
The sausage.
like salami. Yeah.
Yeah. No, let me ask you something about caviar. So do all Russians eat caviar?
I think most probably do.
And because caviar, if you say caviar over here in the States, that's like, oh, you're hoity-toity. You got some caviar. But like regular Russians eat caviar? That's a thing?
Well, we didn't get the super duper pricey one. We do splurge on that sometimes.
Yeah.
We did like last year when it's, a big occasion, like the black,
Well, what is the good
version.
caviar? What is it?
I think
Ostera
the
or
one
something? Or?
that, yes, like the really expensive little teeny jar,
Yeah.
of the black caviar you get for like $200 for an ounce or whatever.
Oh my God. And do you put like the crema with it?
I like to do mine just actually plain white bread, butter.
Okay.
And that to me, just the flavors really, come back. But I like the red salmon caviar too.
Okay.
That one's really salty though. So if you're not a big caviar person, you're not going to like that one.
No.
The black one is very mild. And I think most people, when they try it, they're like, okay.
Now, isn't it whale eggs? Is that what it is? Or is it all kinds of eggs, the different ones? I don't know.
No, I think they just, maybe that's the perception because of the name.
Oh.
But it's just, it's a certain type of fish.
It's just a type of fish.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, we are learning stuff today. So you had caviar for Christmas. You had vodka for your meal. What else did you have?
We did. Well, I had to get Moscow Mules. That's the one I was wondering about. You know what? They did actually make a really good one, and they had different flavors, but I don't know if that's really a traditional
Well, you should
Russian
know.
beverage because I don't remember like growing up with that. So I wonder if somebody just gave it that name and like created a,
I
maybe
think
in the
they
States
did.
for like a thing.
That's like my wife when we went to Italy a while back, and I kept trying to look for a Caesar salad. And I'm like, dude, like I'm in Italy. Like, who's got the Caesar salad? And we were there for like a week, and nobody. And finally, this old Italian guy,
I thought
he's
it'd
like,
be Greek though, Caesar.
I don't. Oh yeah. See, I don't even. I was thinking it was Italian.
Well,
Every
actually,
time
no, maybe.
I don't know. Actually,
Well, yeah, no, because Carrabba's, Olive
No,
Garden, they all have
Caesar-
Caesar salads. I
no,
don't know.
somebody's got to call this in and tell us what this is. But I just remember there's two things I wanted when I was in Italy: fettuccine alfredo and Caesar salad. Guess what I didn't find until the 8th day, and it happened to be at a restaurant in the Vatican. Fettuccine and Caesar salad.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm thinking like maybe they just don't do that. I don't know. All right, so what else? What else do you eat for Russian Christmas?
Oh, I mean, no, we had all kinds. The one thing, I mean, Russia is huge. So actually, even culturally, like we have different regions.
Right.
So one of my favorites was like the shish kebabs.
Okay.
Shishliki. But they served that on a big platter. We got like lamb and chicken and like luluki or something like that. But that's
What
like a
did
little
you just
mixture
say?
but it was so delicious. And adrika, actually my daughter liked it and she's a bit picky.
Uh-huh.
It's almost like a salsa, but it's got some spice to it. And it's just, yeah, if you go to Babushka, make
You're
sure
gonna have to
you
take me to
try
a
one
Russian
of those.
restaurant. We're gonna go. Do they
Yes.
do lunch there?
I think they do. Yeah.
right. We're
But
gonna
we
have
had
to try that.
cabbage rolls. We had like a chicken Kiev, beef stroganoff,
Okay.
borscht, of course. Borscht is a huge thing.
What's in borscht?
Well, the color is from the beets.
Okay.
It's really red, but mostly it's cabbage because my husband will not try it because he doesn't like beets. I'm like, honey, you can't really taste the beets.
Yeah.
It's really just cabbage, potatoes, some meat, and it's delicious. It's very hearty and it's a big treat when my mom makes it. I
Yeah.
don't think anybody, even a restaurant, can make it better than her.
Okay. But this is the challenge. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, we're doing multicultural Christmas here. Let's see. How about this question? What's the best day of the week to have Christmas on? I've thought hard about this.
I think I'm liking it that it's coming on a Thursday.
I think I like it too. I agree. I think it's the best day. I think it gives us a little time during the week.
Yeah.
And then because it's on Thursday, I mean, who's really working on Friday?
Right.
Right? But if it's on Wednesday, then you kind of like, it's like, oh, I kind of got to go back to work, right? One day. I mean, today's Christmas Eve, right? Doesn't it almost kind of seem like a non-work day today, too?
Oh, man, it seemed like that to me.
Monday?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Yesterday and
Yeah.
I almost called out today, but I had a present for you. So I'm like, I can't. We got to show up and, do our Christmas episode or, leading up to New Year's Eve.
Exactly. That's right. If you guys are listening on the radio, you do have New Year's Eve coming up. So let's see. What's going on? How about travel? Well, we only have a minute left. When we get back, we'll talk travel. And then should we talk a little real estate? Did the stats come in?
I got November numbers.
All right. So that's what we're going to do when we get back, guys. We're going to talk November numbers. We're going to talk about Christmas travel. What are you guys about to do? Are you leaving? Are you already gone? How about New Year's? What are your plans for the new year? I don't know. Maybe we can all get together and not have to buy 50 presents for Christmas every year. We can just tell the kids, Christmas, you get one gift. And Santa brings you one gift. That's two. I think that's all they really need. Anyway, we'll be back here in the Business Happy Hour. Don't forget, if you need a mortgage, you can reach out to contactfrankthebank.com. And if you need to talk real estate and find a home, Senia, how do they reach out to you?
They can call me at 813-755-REAL.
That's 755-REAL. Very easy, guys. We are real people. So we will see you guys a little bit later here right after the break. And we're going to talk Christmas travel and November stats in the real estate market. Stay tuned.
So I only pulled just our 4-county area, the Tampa Metro.
All right. Is it exciting?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no, but
Christmas
you know what?
disappointment.
I think this kind of just goes with what I said on the last episode.
Yeah.
That we've just had a year of correction.
Yes.
It's not exciting. I don't think it's bad. I actually think it's good. Like we needed things to kind of
We absolutely
correct.
did need things to correct. Let's see. I'm going to look up something real quick because the lotto is up really big right now, which I found very interesting for Christmas. This could be good. Let's see. Where is it at? All right. We are at, the drawing will be Christmas Eve for $1.7 billion. That's big. The Powerball.
Oh, there you go. Maybe, I could do that as a stocking stuffer for everybody.
Really quick so I can make it through the last one. Stocking stuffer. Good idea.
James, you open your gift? Oh, you're so cute. I do that too. Yeah. Okay, well, perfect. No, not at all. I like that you do that. Do you have a lot of stuff under your tree? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
All right. Yes, that was fast. Whew. Powerball.
Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, the owner of Lincoln Lending Group right here in Tampa Bay for 23 years. Joined by his incredible co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara and Associates, Tampa's top real estate company. Together, they have helped finance and close nearly $1 billion of real estate every year. If you're looking for local mortgage or real estate advice, the Business Happy Hour team has been right here on News Radio WFLA for over a decade. Listen right here or find us on the Business Happy Hour YouTube channel. channel or follow us on Instagram at Frank the Bank Kodo. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious mortgage, real estate, and business talk with two of Tampa's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank and Senia.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour, your number one show for all things business and entrepreneurial. Merry Christmas. If you're watching on social media, Happy New Year. If you are listening to the radio this weekend, we hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and you're sleeping in a little bit. If you're sleeping in, you're not listening to our show, I'll tell you that. Cindy and I have some great stuff today. We've been talking about presents under the tree, Russian Christmas. What's your tradition? I know I get fought every single year because I like to have that traditional meal at the house. I like this for Christmas. I'm going to smoke a turkey. That's what I normally do. Thanksgiving, I fry a turkey. Christmas, I smoke a turkey. And this year we're going out of town the next day, so we're trying not to have leftovers. But the whole family's been fighting me, like, oh, do we have to do the same thing? Yes, guys, we cook one meal, the same every. Oh, two, fine, if count Thanksgiving, right? I like the stuffing. I like the dressing. I feel like that's just the holiday meal, Sen. Right? I mean, what do you guys do on Christmas Day? Do you cook or do you Christmas Eve? Do you do anything?
This year, yes, we will be. And we are going to be doing a turkey.
Oh.
So we switch it up. We don't have a traditional menu. One year maybe we want to do a ham and a fish.
Yeah.
This year, I really want some red meat.
Ah, okay.
So I would like a good steak
Yeah.
and a turkey.
Do you guys have a green egg? One of those smoker things?
No, I want to get one of those.
They're really good. So I've got a great recipe for you if you want to make a tenderloin. That would be very nice. Go to Costco, get yourself the big old tenderloin, the filet, right? And then depending on how many people you have, then you cook it all at once. I can give you a couple tips. You can do it on the grill too. And you just slice it. And then everybody gets their sliced piece of steak.
And on the green egg, you can actually still get it to like medium rare.
Oh my gosh. The green egg is perfect. The thing about the green egg that's so much different, it adds like a smoke taste, but you can sear it. A green egg you can get really hot. Do you have a grill at home that gets real hot?
Yeah.
You guys can sear? All right. I've got a tip. I don't know if we're going to give it to everybody here, but if we got time in the show, I'll give you my steak tip of the week here on how to prepare your Christmas or New Year's tenderloin. I'll write that down here. I'll write down tenderloin. But before we do that, why don't we talk about the market? Because we do need to make a little money. Things obviously are slow around Christmas right now. We're probably only going to get a couple deals put in the pipeline this week, but that's okay. Everybody needs to hang out with their families. And we already talked about we like Christmas on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yes.
Right? Middle of the week shuts it down. So it's kind of like today's almost the last work day of the week.
Yes.
Isn't it?
This wraps it up for me. So
This wraps it up for
I
you?
leave the studio and then
Yes.
I unfortunately still have a couple of random gifts. I feel like that part's never ending.
Yep. That's
Last
me.
night I couldn't sleep. I'm like, oh man, all right, just trying to run through, if I got, everything I wanted for everyone, and
Yes.
always a couple
And you
stragglers.
still got to go home and wrap them, which is the worst part.
That'll probably be all day for me tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow. I guess we'll do some wrapping. So tell me about the stats. Every month, Senia brings us the stats here. What do we got?
Yes, I was
November?
excited because I wasn't sure because it's today is the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy that they came out because sometimes even when it's like that time, like, all right, they should be out. But we do have our November numbers.
Okay.
And the only ones I pulled for us this week, we can save the, breakdown by county for the next show. But this is for Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, but it's actually also including Hernando County as well.
Okay.
So Hernando, Pasco, Hillsborough, Pinellas. Closed sales. This is the one I was a little bit surprised about because that was actually down by 2.8%.
November to November.
So we had, definitely an uptick, in October, and I think that's largely due to the hurricanes. But where I was a little bit surprised was
That is
because
interesting.
our new pending sales for October numbers were all up, like really high. But I'm thinking about it too. I bet you a lot of those people that went under contract in November, because it does fall around the holiday time. It really, even as a mortgage broker, you lose a lot of time.
You do.
Between the holidays, getting title, everything that they need. So I'm willing to bet that some of those new pending sales that we had in October, they actually probably won't be closing until January.
Or even December though.
Or November. Sorry,
Right.
the November ones.
Yeah. The ones that because we had a lot of pendings October, right?
Yeah.
And I follow you because then you got Thanksgiving week. So a lot of people take off vacation that week. So it's kind of pushes closings out.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Right,
Yep.
exactly. So I'm thinking we're going to see a ton of closings, and I'm predicting, I hope, we see a bunch for December. I hope our December numbers are up big.
Yes.
People don't realize this thing about Homestead. You know how do you know how important it is
Yes.
to close,
Yep.
right? Tell the listeners your thought on that.
Well, I think, if you want Homestead for, that next year, so for 2026, you need to close on your home before the end of the year.
Right, this year.
Otherwise, you'd have to wait a whole year.
Exactly. So you gotta get closed. I'm speaking to everybody out there who's under contract in underwriting right now. If even especially if you're not working with Lincoln Lending Group and Senia, you need to tell your mortgage banker or broker, sorry guys, you've got to work this week and you got to work next week too. By the way, they have all the way until, I guess they have until next Thursday, right? Yeah, because that's the 31st. You got to close. If you don't close this year, then your taxes will not go down with your homestead exemption. You won't get that exemption until 2027, right? So that's kind of a big deal, if you ask me. So you want to get closed right away. And I think, I do think our December numbers will be strong because we're going to see all the people trying to push those closings through.
Yes, agreed.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's there. So what else? So
Yeah,
we've
tell
got
me.
median sale price was down by 1.5%, puts us at 399, almost 400,000. But this is across the 4 counties. So obviously, Pinellas, Hillsborough County numbers, our median sale price is higher. The other number that I don't usually mention, but it's the median percent original list price received, which that means pretty
What
much
does that mean?
your list price to sold price ratio.
Uh-huh.
So if, you're listed at 500, the percent that they're closing at is about 95.
Oh.
So what that means for the buyer is that on average, you can expect that 5% discount, which I do think is huge. Like people don't realize that. Even though something's listed for that doesn't mean you can't go in and negotiate. And we have been doing that. We're negotiating good deals. Like you can, probably get another $25,000, $30,000 versus, with concessions, whether it's on price,
Right.
What the seller gives you, for closing costs. So that's something to take into account. And that's a little bit less. So it's a percent less year over year. So last November, it was 96%.
Okay.
We were
so,
teetering there for a while, but now we're at 95.
So that kind of also tells me, the market's not really weak either. I mean, you can get a good deal right now, but they're not, houses are not being given away. There's not a foreclosure crisis. There's not a boom in foreclosure numbers. Don't wait because you think the market's tanking, because every week almost we do the stats and we show you it's not. Now I'm with Sen though. I'm a little surprised at some of the numbers, just because we saw October. But then again, thinking about the holiday, you're right. I bet you December is going to look really strong. What else did you pull?
So median time to contract, we're at 50 days. So that's up by 28% year over year.
So wait. So it's taking longer by 28% from last year?
Yes.
Is that?
So I think around last November, we're probably more like 35-ish days. Now it's at 50. So that just means that it's taken a bit longer for, people to get a contract worked out. So
Right.
properties are maybe sitting a bit longer as well.
Right.
And let's say new listings, though, that is actually down 27% year over year.
That's a surprise.
That's a surprise. The other surprise, actually, month supply of inventory is at 3.8.
Okay, so are we down or up on that one?
Well, year over year, we're up by roughly 5.5%. But if, all the numbers that I've been telling you lately, like we've gotten into the 4s for month supply.
Right, we're back into
You
the
know,
threes.
it's like in Pinellas for a minute, it was like 4.8, 4.9. We were teetering there. But now, like across all 4 counties, though, I think we're under the 4-month mark.
Okay, so what does that mean, consumers? If there's not inventory, it's supply and demand. So if something triggers people to come into the market, we don't have, we have 3.8 months of inventory.
As of now, my
Right.
one theory is like I'm wondering what we do have to expect, say, the first couple months.
Right.
Because we definitely have lots of sellers that we've been talking to for the last few months. They are ready to go come January.
Right.
They
Right.
just wanted to wait, get stuff ready, get through the holidays. There are going to be a lot of people listing their homes, which I think is good,
I think so.
for buyers. But I think in general, it's just going to spur the market. Hopefully, with us having the positive, rate news here and
Yep.
there, it's going to start trickling down. I do expect that come springtime, things are going to start
They're going to move.
turning around. They're going to start moving. All of us across the real estate community expect 2026 to be a good year, much better year than the last couple of years we've
Agreed.
had, that have been a bit slow. Nothing, not horrible.
What did you call them earlier?
Just kind of corrective. The market
Corrective.
needed a correction from our,
Yes.
COVID craziness.
So this whole thing about inventory, like think about this. I think most would agree. People, you don't want to list your house around Thanksgiving or Christmas, right? Because you want to live in your house. You have people over, you have parties, you have family.
You have decorations.
So
for pictures and
Yeah.
showings, you want people to see the house. Now your big Christmas tree and all this stuff you have everywhere.
So I bet you if you and I looked at stats going back every year, we probably would see that November and December has the least listings. That would be my guess, that less people list at that time of year. I'm with you on the January, though. I think January is going to be big. I think people are going to get done late January, and then we know that the Fed chairman's getting kicked out in March. So things are going to happen. And guys, remember, it doesn't have to be interest rates. It could be a 50-year mortgage. It could be some other buyer incentive. During the Obama administration, he didn't drop rates. He did an $8,000 incentive for new home buyers, right? And that spurred the crap out of the market. So watch out. There's going to be something that's going to happen that's going to spur the market. And all we know is we're telling you right now there's not enough inventory to handle that. And there's going to be a lot of buyers. So,
if we get that inventory, though, I do think that's going to excite buyers.
Yes.
Because, as much as people are saying, buyer's market, in terms of negotiating things like that, but inventory levels, we need to, we need more.
We do need more.
So when they have more, they'll have more options and they're going to get excited. They'll get off the fence.
Exactly. We're going to take a break here on the Business Happy Hour, going into our last Christmas segment. Stay tuned.
Sorry, that was your little...
No.
That always gets me frazzled.
I should have done that a minute ago because we were out of time when I did that. All right. So this last one, let's talk about lotto, stocking stuffers. We can do a tenderloin recipe. We can talk travel. What else? Anything else you want to do?
That sounds good.
Sounds good? All right. Are you traveling?
No, well, it might depend on whether it snows in Minnesota or not.
Let's talk about that. Because I've been seeing a lot of memes about no snow over out west right now. We'll see what they say. Let's do it.
Let's get back to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, owner of Lincoln Lending Group, and his co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara and Associates.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the last segment of the Christmas and New Year's episode of the Business Happy Hour. That's right. Listen to this music. We are in such good spirits. And if you're watching Instagram, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about because you can't hear the Christmas music that James is playing. It is a beautiful day out here. I'm wearing my Florida Christmas outfit. I wanted to dress up in like a sweater and I had something cute picked out. And I walked outside and it was like 80 degrees. I'm like, son of a biscuit.
I know, so much for our cold weather. I was so excited.
I know. We got it early.
We got it early, but I was hoping that, we'd have a nice, just cold week for Christmas, and it's been hot.
What you're going to have to do, guys, is you got to wake up at like 6 in the morning, open your doors when it's still like 50s outside, and pretend like it's a beautiful Christmas day. And then about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, shut them and turn on the air conditioner, sadly. That's all you can do. Maybe rip up a couple pillows, throw them around the house, have a little snow. I don't know. Travel, you doing any traveling for Christmas yet?
Well, I don't think so. So I was telling you during the break, I'm like, if it happens to snow where our family is at in Minnesota, then we might do a trip. But we haven't taken our 4-year-old on a plane yet. We haven't been brave enough. He's high energy, so we just don't know what to expect, how he'll do. But yes, in that case, we may. But I know you told me about this really exciting trip you got coming up. When is that?
We are leaving the day after Christmas. We have actually never done this before. We are not big holiday travelers. Like we'll go to the farm for Thanksgiving. We actually last couple of years we went up to the farm for New Year's and things. But I don't consider that like a vacation. It's in the woods. Hunting farm and you're just kind of relaxing. But this, my wife talked me into. So originally we wanted to go skiing. My son wanted to go skiing, right? And thank God we didn't plan that because all the western mountains. I was looking at videos from Tahoe yesterday and other places. It's like dry. Like there's no snow on the ground, very, very few spots. So a lot of people are complaining, their ski vacations got ruined because there's no snow. But what I got talked into was my wife's sister lives near Barcelona, and she really wanted to visit her. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to go out there like during Christmas time. It's going to be nuts. And she's like, we can ski. And I'm like, how do we do this? Right? I don't ski in foreign countries. There's a place called Andorra, and it's a little tiny country in between Spain and France. It's landlocked, and all it is like ski mountains. And apparently there's a lot of snow there right now. So we are flying into London. Never been there before. We're doing a red eye on the 26th. So we're going to sleep hopefully throughout some of the night. And then we got 2 nights in London, and supposedly London is beautiful like New York during Christmas. Have you been?
No.
I haven't either. So supposedly that's like all lights everywhere and all the Christmassy stuff, and they're big into Christmas. And then we're gonna do 3 nights in Andorra, and then go visit the sister for a couple nights near Barcelona.
That sounds wonderful.
I know.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you. New Year's Eve in another country. Never done that before.
Oh, even that.
Right.
So you've never had a New Year's Eve in another country?
No, I've never had a New Year's Eve outside of Florida before.
That's really cool.
I think that is. I'm trying to think. What are they? They're ahead in time.
Yes.
Right. So that means I'm going to celebrate New Year's before you. Is that how that works? I think
you are. Yes.
Yes, I think that is how that works. Be like, Sen, Happy New Year.
Yep.
She'd be like, what are you talking about? But so I'm very excited about that. I know there's going to be a lot of travel. I had a prediction. We were talking about somebody the other day. How busy are the airports going to be? Well, I'm hoping because of how all this falls that because it's on the Friday after Christmas, it won't be busy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that people, who's going to travel on the Friday? Like if you're going somewhere for Christmas, you're probably already there, right? And why would you go home on the Friday, not the Saturday or Sunday?
Maybe you don't love your family that much.
That could be
You had
true.
enough on Christmas Day. But no, for your sake, I hope it's not that busy.
I'm like this. Come on. But then we're flying back on the 3rd, which is probably going to be a wild day to come back,
yeah.
I would imagine. So it's super exciting. You know what else is exciting, guys? The lotto. Listen, I'm not a big lotto player, but I kind of have this thing when I see a B next to the number, billion, I think we should play the lotto, right? And right now, my company, we did a like a thing where everybody threw in $20. We did it a couple weeks ago, and we keep rolling. Like we're making enough money to play the next roll or whatever. And we just did another $20 pool today because the lotto on Christmas Eve, Sen, is going to be $1.7 billion.
Making a big note
Yes.
on my little sheet here.
Buy ticket. So what that could be? Great stocking stuffer.
Yes.
Can you imagine if you bought your family $1 billion lotto ticket for Christmas?
Can we do some kind of agreement though? Like, hey, if
Yes.
you win.
Yes, you can. I would write on the back, this is half mine, FYI. Right? But this is amazing. Or maybe you just take a picture of the ticket and you put it in their stocking. And if it hits, you're like, oh, man.
Oh, that's a little devious.
Yeah, it's a little. That's the bad elf. Bad elf on my left shoulder. But anyways,
no, that's going to be my errand then. I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of Powerball tickets
it's
to kind of
Powerball.
finish up. That's a great idea.
Yep. And, I think your chances are 1 in a billion. But you do. You win 1.7 billion. So, and I haven't done the math, but I'm pretty sure that you would be a straight billionaire if you took the lump sum. I think that you'd be pretty close to having $1 billion in your bank account if you did that. So we did travel. We did lotto. I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you my Christmas tenderloin recipe for everybody. We got time for that? All right. Here you go. So here's what you do. First, you get the tenderloin or the steak, right? And you just salt and pepper it. Lots of ground salt and pepper all over. Get the grinders. Get the good stuff, guys. The Himalayan sea salt, right? It comes from Russia, probably. Anyway, salt and pepper it real good. It's all you need. You can put a little garlic if you want. And then you got to sear it. And when I mean sear it, you got to get that grill up to like at least 500 something, if not 600 degrees. And just take it out there. Now, there's a little trick before you sear it. You got to rub it in a mixture of anchovy paste and butter.
Never heard of anchovy paste,
yes,
really?
Anchovy paste and butter. It creates a great seasoning. Put a nice light coat of that on there, right? Sear it, and it'll kind of burn it on there. You really want it to like char, like a dark brown, not black. Dark brown. That's why it's got to be really hot. Flip it a few times, get it all the way around, because that's also going to lock in the juices, right? Pull it off, let it cool down to room temperature. It might take 45 minutes or so.
Room temperature.
Might even put it in the fridge or whatever.
Just with the sear.
With the sear. Sear it and then get it off the grill. You want it to chill back out, right? And then you put another coating of the anchovy paste and butter, which you just mix soft butter and anchovy paste, put it back on the grill or the egg at like 325, 350, and cook it slow until you get to your internal temperature. It will come out with a beautiful, salty, delicious crust on there. And then you just slice it the way you want it. Slice it to order.
Okay.
That's it.
Do you like yours medium rare?
I love my medium rare.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
So about how long? Because I'm big on the time thing. I'm not good at using the thermometers. I don't know why.
Depending
I don't
on
trust
how
them.
thick it is,
Okay.
I use a little digital thermometer. No more than an hour probably, and you'll be at the.
I'm gonna try that because we were gonna get just the full on thing, not individual steaks. I'm like, this seems easier
That's
because
it.
we're just gonna slice it up. Well, thank you for
Merry
that.
Christmas. There's your present. Right. Merry Christmas, Sen. It's been a great episode.
Yeah, so fun.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
We'll see you guys in a happy new year. We'll see you guys in the new year.
Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho.